Here we are with game number 1, Stork versus Jaedong. I gotta move my name cover over a little bit here because we're on the old graphics. Pre-Starcraft remastered graphics here for this ancient matchup. Stork versus Jaedong. These guys have been playing since 2007. And they've been highly competitive ever since then. I mean, Jaedong took a little hiatus. Stork has been around. But I think they're both on a level that we haven't seen in years. And gonna open up with a gateway in the middle of the map. Are we serious in this best of 7? Stork just gonna go absolutely ham here. First game.
Yeah, it's like oh, the game's changed so much and we got a proxy double gate. Okay.
Well, the more things change, the more they stay the same.
Yeah, so, I mean, once Stork gets the second gateway down, he's going to send that probe to scout around to see where he can get it. He'll probably get the scout off right away to send his... first scout. He's going to know exactly where to send those zealots. Jaedong didn't go for a quick expansion, went for pool first. So this is, he's going to be behind on larva. So it's really going to come down to Jaedong first scouting this out and then making sure he doesn't spend any larva on drones and just trying to hold back with as many zerglings as he can pump out.
He did open with 9 pool and extractor tricks, so he has some very early zerglings. We'll see if he wants to counterattack with his initial lings and build a sunken colony once he finds out about this, or if he's just going to continue to produce and try to out micro these zealots, try to take them down just purely with the lings. Get to the probe, a little bit of extra damage on that, but he still doesn't know about this, and now the zealots are going to make their way, and I think he sees his first zealot and he'll figure out that there's gateways here in the middle.
Yep. Zergling seeing where that zealot came from was a big indicator that there's something happening either across the map or in the middle of the map. And that fast second zealot, he knows. Yep, scouting the gateways in the middle.
This is big.
Yeah, Stork just committing those 2 zealots, leaving one back for the reinforcements, trying to hold off the Zerglings attacking the pylon, but nothing too committal happening just yet. Sunken going down in the main, third not being produced, and Stork's going directly to the natural. So let's see how Jaedong is able to hold this off.
Just around the probe.
Yeah,
nice
that's a good pick off.
2 hits from the probe will allow the zealots to 2-shot. So pushing back this zealot, and then I think we're going to see a few more lings pop out and then try to surround these 3 zealots on the hatchery. But it'll be up to Stork to get these in a good position before that can happen. This is starting to look a little bit bad for Jaedong, honestly. There's too many zealots here, and he's only producing off of 1 hatch. Second hatch is going to finish up soon, but this is a little bit rough. Okay, going into the main base, the sunken colony's there, so this is kind of a waste of time for Stork. He's got to head back to the natural.
All right, and it looks like after Stork checked the main of Jaedong, noticed that there's a sunken colony. He's just going to pull back, try to snipe the natural hatchery, and then all the reinforcing zealots are going to go straight to his main, because it looks like Jaedong went straight to Stork's main and is going to be attacking the Nexus. Probes being pulled, good drill, but probes are going to go down, and the reinforcing zealots are just now making their way, but yeah, probes keep going down. We're on 5, 6, 7. Oh, this is pretty catastrophic right now.
That's way too much damage. Yeah, Stork maybe should have pulled those probes out of the main and just allowed the zealots to come back for the cleanup, but he fights with the probes, and now he's down way below Jaedong in this game. Just 9 drones, and he's got triple the amount of workers as Stork. That's crazy.
Jaedong killing off a few zealots, weakening some others, but now he's only on 1 hatchery production, and even though Stork is pretty low on probes, as long as Stork keeps trading off these zerglings, he'll be in a good spot.
Well,
oh wait,
that's a big surround, and a last few. Is zealots are going to go down. He can't really afford to make any more zealots,
No.
and so he'll end up losing the gateways. GG is called. Wow, Jaedong on one base managing to take out Stork. What a funny way to start this series. We're going to go back to regular graphics now. Just for the opener, wanted to have the original graphics just for nostalgia's sake. Welcome in, guys. Welcome everybody who's joining the live stream. Thank you for being here and supporting. We have a pretty big goal set for this stream, Herbmon. We're trying to get 100 viewers in here, and we're about 10% of the way there. Oh, we're 20% of the way there right now. 20 of you guys are in the chat right now. I hope to get a few more in for the future. By the way, tomorrow is going to be the last SDS of our current schedule, and that's going to be Soul Key versus Light. How exciting is that, Herbmon?
Ooh, that's going to be some top tier ZBT right there, and that's what the people love.
Yeah, it's going to be a very, very crazy series, and an excellent intro to ASL, because that'll be coming out live on this channel, this SOOP Live channel, the SCTVEN channel. It'll be played at 7 p.m. Korean Standard Time. Just wanted to give you guys a little reminder about that. We got some predictions here. Jaedong is going to win 4-1 or 4-2. And that would be surprising to me. I think Stork has leveled up a lot, although his PVZ tends to lag behind.
Yeah, if you watch any of Jinjin's videos, for those who don't know, a community member of Team Liquid, he's Korean, so he translates a lot of the like Korean pro streamers VODs, and he'll translate them to English. And he has a few videos of Stork complaining specifically about PVZ and saying how it's his like weakest matchup and how the matchup's unfair. So you could say that he struggles with it a little bit.
Yeah, definitely not his favorite matchup.
Yeah.
Actually forgot
but
to...
in the qualifiers, he did really good. He knocked out some good name Zergs, Shine being one, which he's like so unorthodox that if you're able to stomp him out, it's you got pretty good game, knowledge.
All right, we're getting into this next one. Let's jump forward now into game number 2. And here it is. We're back on the remastered graphics, which means I need to move my name cover over. And there we go. We're ready. Stork spawning down here in the bottom right-hand corner. We got Jaedong over in this top left. Not going to be opening up at the 9 pool this time. Over pool most likely, although he could try to take a natural. Just very unlikely that you get away with a free natural on Minstrel. It's so easy to block.
The 2-player maps are always a pain because I swear those probes are just always at your natural. Wait, actually, speak of the devil, we got a drone going straight to the natural at 12 supply, so we're going to go for a 12 hatch. Wow. And there's no scouting probe for Stork yet, so I think he might be going for a fast Nexus.
Hey, he's going to get away with it here. It's a little bit surprising. But with the fast Nexus first, it really does kind of favor the Protoss player, don't you think?
Oh, yeah.
It's so hard to fight against the Nexus first, and the Protoss just accelerates so quickly.
And that's the last thing you want. Protoss getting the quick Corsair with +1 Zealot legs. You want to try to make sure that's pushed back as long as possible, but if you don't have the Lings out, then it's just kind of... Whoa, hold on a second. The 3rd hatch just went down. I don't think there's a pool.
Wow, 3 hatch before pool, no scout? That is unreal. Jaedong having some ridiculous star sense, I feel. He just got double gate in the middle of the map, and now he's expecting a Nexus first, and he's going to be right. That is crazy. And a gateway coming up before before cannon even gets made. This is the next level of greed. This is greed squared here for both players.
Yeah, this is already turning out to be a different game. So for Jaedong, his tech's a little bit delayed. So he has the potential of doing a ring flood, or more than likely he's just going to do a drone flood. Both players are going to be super strong economically, but the issue that's going to come for Jaedong is going to be the Corsair timing.
Yeah, that Corsair is going to come even faster than it would in a regular match.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the layer timing is going to be a little slower. And so Jaedong going to have a bit of a hard time dealing with that first Corsair. He may end up losing several Overlords unless he goes for some sort of like 4-hatch Hydra or something like that.
Yeah.
He's got a layer on the way, so that doesn't seem like it's the plan.
Yeah, but layer's not even halfway done, and the Stargate's probably about to get pushed down. Wait, oh, Citadel. Ooh, wow. That's big.
That's a big switch up, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So Jaedong's, he can't rely on mutas. But there's only one gateway production as of right now. So to really make this potent, Stork needs to throw down a couple of additional gateways, and then once that Zealot production comes out, it's going to be super lethal. But we don't have +1 started either. Okay.
I was going to say, what did you think about the second gas coming up? But he is actually going to grab a Stargate here.
Yes.
If you're just going to go pure Zealot, you want to start that +1 way sooner, and then immediately start throwing down gateways. No second gas needed, but this is a little bit weird. This is going to give Jaedong some time to actually get his Scourge out.
Okay, we got +1 attack coming out from Protoss, and you were right about the 4-hatch Hydra coming out from Jaedong. 5th hatch just now going down at the 3rd.
So I guess he realizes that he shouldn't be able to have a Spire in time. Is that what we're seeing? This is a little bit weird that he went for the layer and then went into, or is he just trying to throw Stork off with that layer?
Layer is always safe to get pretty early because it allows you to get that lurker upgrade or Spire, but most importantly, Overlord speed.
Yeah, that Overlord speed is going to help out a lot. Considering Stork actually might be going for a Templar, like Dark Templar and Corsair style of play with this very quick Templar archives, and starting to make these Corsairs and sending them out on the map. Yeah, here's that first Templar. That's super early, so hopefully he has that Overload speed on the way.
Wait, did those Zerglings just notice it?
I think they might have. They're chasing it right now. Wow, really good control, and seeing that Overlord, or seeing that blur is not easy.
No.
He's going to be able to block this. Yeah, nothing doing here for Stork. He's not going to get any damage off of this, and Jaedong can just kind of sit and make a huge amount of drones right now, get all his 6 hatches out, and there's not really much Stork can do about it. He doesn't have that many Corsairs to really dive in and start killing masses of Overlords before the Hydras gun them down.
Yeah, he has enough Hydras to push back the Corsairs and not allow the Dark Templars to slip through, and the Dark Templars just swiping a Zergling, showing Jaedong that they are there. So basically Stork just has to kind of sit back. He's probably going to go for the 8 gateway timing, build up a big army, then probably double expand behind it. So it's kind of on Jaedong right now to put on a contain and then take the 4th and go from there.
Yeah, I wonder if Jaedong can hit a pre-storm timing. That timing, the storm is not even close to complete right now, and he just finished Overlord speed, so he's going to come up to the front. It is opening up a, oh wow, hiding the Spire here at the 3rd. That's pretty sneaky. He might have a, oh gosh, he's going to kill one of the Corsairs as well. He could have a big switch into Mutas and just take over the main, or snipe down a whole bunch of Templar.
Yeah, and this map's really hard to navigate around, so it's probably, if Jaedong goes Muta, it's going to be really easy for him to snipe the High Templar.
Oh yeah, for sure. There's really strange pathing on this map when you try to send army units around the sides, and it looks like DTs are coming into this third. A few Hydras here. Should be able to block this, but a couple of drones getting sniped down already. Pulling the drones to try and get in the way of this, but that's already about 4 or 5 drones that have gone down. This is the problem with going across the map with these early Hydras, is that you just don't have much back at home to defend. Jaedong ends up taking some losses, but I think this Mutalist switch might just completely crush Stork. Look, nothing in the main. He's not building Corsairs. He's got 1 Corsair total. And these Mutas are going to be an absolute backhand to the face for Stork. He's not going to see this coming, and a sucker punch is headed his way.
Yeah, I see the gas depleting, so it definitely has to be Mutas coming out soon.
Yeah, there's no lurkers or anything that we can see just yet. Zealots are coming across the map. Maybe he can buy time with the Zealots. The Zealots will be here, and the Mutas will pop out at about the same time, so... No, maybe. Oh wow, he gets a probe in the main with 1 Ling. That's so funny. That's so Jaedong, but he's gonna come running up here now. Dive on top of all this. Some Templar are coming forward. They could get some great storms here, and then afterwards run through with the Zealot. Oh, this is pretty rough. Bunch of Mutas are about to pop out though. He should be able to hold with those Mutas.
More Hydras popping out of the hatcheries. Out of Storm, and it's kind of a back and forth right now. I think Stork's trying to pull those Hydras out, but no, it looks like Jaedong's going to be able to clean up this Protoss army.
Oh, I really thought we were going to see Mutas, and now that the Spire's been revealed, there's a good chance that Stork prepares for this properly. A drop heading around the top side. Oh, that DT. That DT is left behind. He's supposed to be in the main.
I know. Come pick me up. What are you doing? Okay, there it is. I don't think there's anything in the main, though.
No, there's nothing in there. Not even an Overlord. So this could really hurt badly. Jaedong doesn't have anything else going on the map. So if there was an engagement out here somewhere, it would be even harder to notice this. But it's still going to be very hard to notice.
Oh, no way. He's going to draw. Oh, there's no Overlord here. Okay, he got the attention at the third by attacking the extractor. Pushes in the main with that DT, and it's just going completely unnoticed. Oh, there it goes. 7 kills. Then finally Jaedong is pulling the drones from the main to the natural. And he's going to pick up that DT. I guess we're just going to hold it there. But, okay. And it looks like he was able to pull the Dark Templar out at the third and hide it. So some good maneuvering, pulling JD from just pulling him apart a little bit, and is just going to push his army across the map in the middle, uncontested.
So much stuff is down here at the bottom center. Oh, he gets the surround on that DP, but there is so much coming over towards his natural. There's only 4 lurkers here to defend.
Oh no! Oh, Jaedong's out of position.
Oh, this is so bad. This is so bad. He's dealing with the DTs, harassing him. And at the same time, an army moves across the map without him seeing it. GG. Oh, wow. This is just Minstrel for you, man. Minstrel.
Oh, yeah.
So difficult to defend on all fronts. There's so many different areas that the Protoss can try to harass you from, and that push straight across the map. I thought he might have seen it with his Overlords, but maybe he didn't catch it in the corner of his eye on the mini-map. Unfortunate loss here for Jaedong, but Stork tying up the series. Already getting a point on the board.
Yeah, 1-1.
Yeah, these are some really good tactics, honestly.
Yeah, the way that Stork just kind of dissected Jaedong, he pulled the attention by swiping the extractor at the third, allowing the drop Dark Templar in the main to just run amok in the main, killing 7 drones, and then forcing Jaedong to try to find the Zealot that attacked the third, pulling those 12 Hydras to the middle bottom of the map, and then being able to get across the map. When Jaedong noticed and tried to get those hydras at the bottom back to the natural, they got caught up in the pathing, so they weren't even, like, they were just working against him. So just Stork just executing what he needed to do perfectly.
Yeah, really good game from Stork, but that's kind of a unique situation for a unique map. Honestly, that is not my favorite map to play ZVP on. How about you?
It's difficult. I find drop play to be really strong on it because of the pathing.
Oh, for sure.
I would say the thing that Jaedong, like, so he was able to snipe Corsairs and notice that there never got a big ball of Corsairs. So after he was able to snipe the two, leaving one left, he should have just started spreading his overlords.
Oh yeah, for sure. He should have started spreading overlords, and there was a really big opportunity there to just immediately go into mutas and take control of the air, but he didn't seize it there. We're jumping into game number 3, guys. It's on Dominator. And we've got Jaedong. Yeah, this is a good map. Got Jaedong over here at the top, or at the center right. Just gonna go ahead and fix the name cover there. All right, we're good to go. Stork over here at the bottom center. So you're gonna open the gateway. We're gonna see a forge. I actually like Stork better with a forge opener. He's not as quick as some of the other Protoss players, and as we saw with that match when he went double gateway, his control with early Zealot is, I don't think he can match Jaedong's early Ling control.
You say Stork's not that fast, but he's almost maxing 500 APM. But yeah, I mean, it just comes with the age. Your reactions and everything just kind of dwindle over time. So it's just the way it goes.
Well, what we saw there
Protoss,
for sure is that Stork is definitely sharp when it comes to his overall tactics, right? So I think relying on that more than the micro early game battling, I think that's gonna favor him.
Yeah. And was that a forge first?
Oh yeah.
Forge first.
Yeah, forge first here. I like this. He's gonna get in. He sees the hatch first, and so he'll probably just grab the Nexus without grabbing the cannon until a little bit later on. Wait. Oh. Gonna start to build some cannons over here, and he's sending a second probe, so he's serious.
All right, this is the big moment. Will Jaedong get the hop? Oh no, that one drone harvested a mineral. Oh, the cannon gets put down. Oh no! But he's able to hit the probe. That's crazy.
That angle does manage to pick it off.
Really impressive.
Second probe here. He's just got to block more cannons from going down. If he can stop more cannons from going down, he can kill this with a sunken colony, no problem. Just put the sunken colony out of range of the cannon, and then you can glitch the sunken colony to fire and hit the cannon. There it is. He gets it down. Can't really build a second cannon now. This sunken will definitely beat it. And here comes some lings too. So, pylon on the low ground, pretty funny. That's not really going to amount to much though.
Oh, he's just going to run straight to the expansion of Stork.
Oh boy. Stork have a probe there. I think he does, and he started a cannon, but yeah, this gets cleaned up easily, and this will be a Jaedong favorite game from here on. He's getting the glitch going.
I mean, so the pylon in the main is going to be able to support the cannon, and I don't think the sunken's going to be able to hit the cannon. So I think Jaedong might. No, okay, he didn't sacrifice the Zergling, so he's going to come back and kill off the cannon. So kind of a weird back and forth. I would say they're kind of in an even spot.
Yeah, it's what, 450 minerals that Stork ended up wasting, but forced a lot of early lings. He forced the sunken. Of course, the sunken will be useful going forward. Kills few lings here with that cannon. It's going to be kind of hard to tell exactly where you're at. It's hard for us to tell who's ahead right now. It's very difficult for Stork or Jaedong to know.
Well, the next phase is Corsair timing and Stork. Okay, so the Hydralisk Den, that's a big one. So Stork needs to scout that. And I wonder if Jaedong's going to throw down a fake layer to just throw the scent off of a Hydra play. And that that sunken colony is going to deny the probe either way. So I think, yeah, no, Jaedong's in a good spot. If Jaedong tried to play the layer game, I think Stork would be in a good spot. But since he's putting on the pressure with the Hydras, I think JD's going to be in a good spot.
Well, he found the perfect spot to hide that Hydra Den. The only spot that Stork really couldn't scout. And so this is going to go unnoticed. And it is going to be some sort of 973. We got, I think, more than 9 drones in the main. Close to 7 at the third. And he's just got to add a couple more drones to get that fully underway. Stork, will he have cannons up in time? He's only got the one pylon in this wall. Excuse me. Sorry, I had to sneeze there.
Yeah. And yeah, these cannons aren't really supporting the gateway. It's kind of a weird angle. And he wasn't able to sneak out a probe, so he's in the dark. This Hydra pressure is gonna do some really good work.
Yeah, good chance he could actually just straight up die. He's been slowed down a bit, so he's not going to get a Corsair out to scout this in time. He does build 2 additional cannons, though. That's a big deal. Oh, there we go. See, yeah, I think he went for the Stargate and the Citadel at the same time, but that Corsair still not out. Still not out. Everything has been slowed down a little bit because of that cannon rush. Yeah. And now these Hydras are going to come up and start to snipe these cannons. He did finish that, or he did let that third cannon continue, so without the cancel there, he might be able to survive. If he had not made that third or had canceled that third cannon, he would be dead right now, but there's still a little bit of hope here for Stork.
As a smart play on Stork, he didn't go for the fast natural gas and just utilize that extra minerals for the cannon, so some good game sense.
Yeah, he could go after this one cannon and then he could get the forge, but at this angle, I don't think you can get the forge. All right, you can actually hit it with a few, but as soon as that cannon at the bottom finishes, it'll start to attack. Probably going to be able to save this forge, actually, unless he can kill this cannon. This cannon is getting low. There it is. It goes down.
No.
The cannon is gone. But now the forge should be under threat here.
Okay, we got more reinforcing Hydralisks coming in. So I think Jaedong's going to be committing pretty heavily to this Hydra pressure. He did throw down his 4th and 5th hatchery too.
Oh, it's so close. The upgrade. He got it.
Oh, he got it.
Oh, that's so huge. That is huge.
Okay, layers going down, so no, we are transitioning out.
Behind this, 6-hatch Hydra. It's fully underway, and he's even on workers. How did that happen?
Power of Zerg.
Well, Stork wasn't really making workers. He's just gearing up here with all gateways. It looks like he's just gonna pause.
The gateway count.
Yeah, he's just gonna stop. He's just gonna stop making workers completely and only make zealots and try to win. If Jaedong gets caught making drones right now, he could just straight up die, but I don't think that's gonna be the case. He sees everything coming. He's got sunken colonies being made as well, and pretty good SimCity overall. Let's see what Stork can do.
Oh, is he going to go straight for the natural? Okay,
ooh, there's a hole at the bottom. Oh no, that hole at the bottom is really going to mess up Jaedong.
I mean, the Zealots do... Oh no, they get the hatchery. That was huge. I totally forgot about the damage hatchery at the natural. So that was a win. That's a huge win.
That is a big win. You won't get many drones though, and you can still mine from this. It's just going to be really terrible mining. But yeah, I would definitely say a big win there for Stork. Let's see if Jaedong can bring this one back, because, you know, Stork behind this, he didn't really build a lot of probes. Oh, he gets a drone there too. That's so frustrating.
Yeah, I think what Stork's going to do is wait for this Hydra pressure to be at his natural. When the Hydras push in, he's going to clean up a lot of them with Storm, and then maybe get a backstab. No, okay, the Zealots are actually just staying close, waiting for the push and just trying to clean up whatever's left over. So kind of a back and forth, but no one really committing. Hydras are going to be pulling back, and I would like to see Stork get a few more rotations of units out, and then try to go for that third. He's saving his gas. There's a lot of Zealots out, so he has to be getting his upgrades. Maybe double forged in the main. Okay, no, just a single. Storm now just finishing.
He's trying to walk across the map with Templar. It's kind of a risky maneuver. Ooh, walking forward on a right click there. Move command from Jaedong. Here comes those Templar through the middle. Just walking straight across the map like this, it's so risky. If only a few Hydras find that, and they can easily snipe it down for a great trade. But if they arrive in the natural, oh my gosh, look at these Hydras, so stacked. That's such a juicy Storm if he manages to get it. Here they come. Storm pretty well dodged there, but he runs back into it and loses about 3 or 4 Hydras at the end of that. Now gonna snipe down those 2 Templar, and backing up into this Sim City, he forgets again that there's a hole at the bottom. He's just gonna run right around this.
Yeah, it's the Zealots get in, but I feel like it's kind of like a false sense of security for Stork. He's like, oh, I can get on these Hydras, but it's like kind of overcommitting. So if he's able to clean these up,
wow, that Storm actually did so much.
Army's a big win.
That Storm did so much damage to the Zealots there. That was kind of funny.
Yeah.
He actually cleared up a lot of his own Zealots with that Storm. I thought he was going to get a really juicy one on those Hydras and continue to harass, but he let the Zealots run under the Storm, and so that's actually a relatively good cleanup from Jaedong. And look, he's 10 workers up. He doesn't have a 4th base online yet, but Stork's far from getting his own 3rd up. He's very small in his army supply, and he hasn't switched into Dragoons yet.
Yeah, he just keeps sacrificing his Zealots. He thinks he's in a good position because he gets past the wall, the natural wall. But Jaedong keeps cleaning up the armies.
And now the trades are starting to go even worse for Stork. Look, he's got to run. This is so many Hydras completely surrounding his army, and Jaedong in a supply lead now. This is starting to look more and more Jaedong favored. He can come across the map. If he's got Lurker upgrade done, he can start to set up Lurkers in the front, and he will get his 4th base.
Interesting that Jaedong's going for the mineral only. I
Yeah,
always find that expansion really hard to hold.
It is very hard to hold, especially like if the Protoss manages to get onto that little pizza slice of high ground above that base. You get Storm right onto your workers. So tough to keep your drones alive there, but I mean, that's a long way to walk for Stork. He's got to go way out on the map and around to the top. Getting the 4th gas online is super important, though, if you want to go into Hive. So it'll be hard to go into Hive on just these 4 bases alone for Jaedong.
Did Jaedong get dropped? There's like 4 Overlords at the 6 o'clock I'm paying attention to.
I
I
wonder
wonder if he's going to go for a drop. Yeah, it's just kind of an odd number. It's like usually it's just 1, so maybe he's researching something. But as of right now, Jaedong, if he's able to get the 4th and secure that, he's in a good spot. He'll be able to outproduce Protoss as long as he doesn't eat any storms.
Yeah, the Storm dodging is still going to be very important.
Yeah.
A lot of that gas just disappeared, so Jaedong must have made a big round of Lurkers. There they are. Already up here, ready to prevent Stork from going around that bottom side. And we'll see how Stork takes this initial engagement. Oh, the Lurkers on Burrow right as the Protoss army comes forward. That's a little bit of unfortunate timing there for Jaedong. A lot of these not burrowed at the beginning of this fight, and now as he's trying to spread those out, Storms are going to come forward and start to hit a lot of these Hydras. This is a little bit chaotic here for Jaedong. Great Storm there on the top side, pushing everything back for the time being.
Really good play from Stork. Notice that the Lurkers were unburrowed, was able to clean up some Lurkers and Hydras here and there, and then just doesn't overcommit. So once Stork lost basically all his Zealots, he was just like, all right, my aggression's off, and I'm just going to take that small victory. I thought he was going to take his mineral only, but it seems like he's holding off. There it is. A little late, but yeah, still better than nothing.
52 workers, holy.
35 probes. Oh no.
Staying very scrappy. Such a low probe number.
Okay, gets the Lurkers, but loses the High Templar in the process. Okay. Oh no, the third got taken out, so Stork is just by that ragtag Hydra army denying the third. Oh no, the big surround's gonna happen, and Stork's basically just eliminated at this point. Losing his third, losing his army, there's nothing he can rely on at this point. And he just leaves the game.
Protoss army gets completely surrounded. It was kind of an inevitability there. If Stork had just stayed back home and maybe defended a little longer, got into a third and possibly a fourth, maybe he could have dragged this out a bit further, but Jaedong was completely outmassing him.
Yeah. Like, it looked good for a moment. Him clearing out the Lurkers and then getting a couple of Hydras here and there with Storms, but losing the third behind him, that's exactly what he needed to protect to be able to stay alive in the game. So losing that was pretty much the last nail in the coffin.
Yeah, at that point he just has to go for it and hope that he can actually kill. It's not gonna happen though. Stork over and over again kind of overextending with this army, and Jaedong just swallowing it up. This is a good game from Jaedong. Really showing his power in the mid-late game, and we didn't really see Stork utilize any of the tactics that we saw in Minstrel, right? He wasn't throwing, DPs around or doing any draw play or anything like that. Straight up, it feels like Jaedong is stronger. But maybe if Stork can put together some more of those tactics, he can get another win in this series.
Dare I say Jaedong's power levels are over 9,000?
How dare you?
You don't need a power meter to read that, though. You can just sense it.
Yeah, you just sense it. All right, quick bathroom break here. We'll get into game number.
Yes.
Yeah, Herbon's in on the cast. My voice is not doing so good right now, so he's helping me to take some water breaks and rest up. We got ASL tomorrow, as well as SDS, and it's going to be the biggest SDS so far, Sulky versus Light, so definitely want to not lose my voice for that one.
Oh no, because you're definitely going to be losing your voice after that one.
I hope not. I hope not, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm looking at the round of 24 right now, and so it's going to be going Group A. It's going to be Mini Shuttle, Calm, and Scan. Oh, Scan's going to be playing. Nice.
Yeah, that's an exciting day. I think that's actually a group that Scan could get out of. What do you think?
Like hand in hand with Mini, probably. Mini's definitely getting out of that group.
Yeah, Mini's for sure getting out.
Yeah, so I mean, it really comes down to just how Scan's able to deal with. He plays Mini first. No.
Yikes.
Yeah, not a good start.
Not a good start, but he could beat Shuttle and he could beat Hyun. That's definitely doable.
I believe it. It's I mean, they're still really good players, all of them. So it's like, I'd be crying if I got put in that bracket.
It's better than last season. He got Bisu and Mini last season, so he's probably happy. He's probably excited.
Yeah, he's like, I only got Mini this time? Like, alright, cool. I only have to lose once.
We're going to be jumping into this next one, guys. Kickback. Has to happen at least one time every stream. Alright. It's fixed. We're here for our game number 4 on Kickback. We got Stork in the top left, Jaedong in the top right. Are we going to see some massive greed for Kickback, or are we going to see some early game pressure? I tend to lean massive greed on this map. It's just so easy to hold 3 bases.
Yeah. I find that if Jaedong goes for like the quick 3 base in his main, I find that Zergs tend to kind of get stuck, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because now like getting the 4th almost seems impossible.
So far away.
Unless Jaedong, yeah, and like unless Jaedong's able to do like a quick 3 base like contain on Stork, but like Protoss on 3 gas, oh come on, man, that's exactly what they want. They're like, I can get all my upgrades, I can get all the High Templar and Dragoons, psh, easy.
Yeah, they can do a lot on 3 gases, but they don't last that long.
No.
These are reduced in value, and so if Jaedong wants to set up a 3 base contain, that can be a pretty strong way to play. You just need to kind of survive the storm, weather the storm, literally and figuratively, and then the Protoss player will dry out really quickly. We'll see if he wants to go for that type of play. He's already got his gas and pool, and he's actually sitting on 100 gas. What's this for? Is he going to go for speed? Or
Oh, he took off gas. He's going for speed.
goes for speed, takes off gas, and he's going to send these lings out. Got to put on some pressure. Stork sees everything. I guess we're going to have a really... Like, this 3rd base should be coming up any second, right? Where's that 3rd?
Nice. Okay, no, drone popped out, so he's not like overcommitting to Zerglings. Probably just getting the scout off. I think we might be seeing some Hydra play coming up from Jaedong.
Oh, I think you're totally right. He's going to need to drone really hard behind this, and so getting a layer up right away is going to be tough. Well, he actually does start the layer. Look at that. He does start the layer. This is a little bit weird.
What? Wait, did he cancel speed?
I don't think so. He started mining gas again. This is
did he while the he killed the probe?
Yeah, this is a awkward build from Jaedong. We'll see if he's able to get the Spire out fast enough.
Yeah. I mean, the layer started a little bit before Cybernetics Core, so that's always a good sign for Zerg. So, I don't know. I'm kind of confused on how this just transitioned. I think he canceled speed. Unless, like, did he have just like one drone mining?
Should have that Spire coming up soon. I think he's really playing a mind game here with Stork, because he didn't let him see the layer.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
There's
Spire's
the Spire
down. Oh, and we're gonna go for the fast 3rd.
So I think what we might be seeing here is an Ogre Zerg play from Jaedong.
Yeah. But and this kind of goes back to what I was saying before. It's like if you go for the 3rd in your main, you kind of have to gear towards like a just mass production contain style if you even want to think about taking the 4th. So.
Well, let's see, Jaedong.
Or is he gonna is he gonna expand really fast?
I think he's gonna throw down an extra hatchery at the front.
Okay, try to go for that wall.
Yeah, if you go for like mass Mutalisk and Scourge, you kind of need a wall to put sunken colonies here at the front. It's surprising.
Okay.
Why is he mining out the egg? Okay, he's gonna make the wall like right here now. Okay, that makes sense.
That's really smart. I like that. I feel like that's the right decision.
Yeah, so he's gonna choke up that area and then utilize mutas in the air to try and take over the air, but the zealots are still going to be a problem, so he's going to need sunkens back at home in a wall to prevent that from just running in and dealing lots of damage while he's across the map.
Oh, he sees the spire.
No third gas just yet, so not the full commitment into mutas here so far. If you're going to go full-on Ogre Zerg style, you really do need that third gas, but might be getting a wrong read here on Jaedong. I feel like there's a lot of back and forth where Jaedong is like making his decisions based on what Stork is scouting and trying to like throw him off.
It's almost like reverse. Typically what I see on ladders, Protosses, they'll like cancel their Stargate to throw it on a Citadel. You know, like they're the ones doing kind of like the shenanigans. So to see just Jaedong being like, you know what, I'm going to be doing the mind bend. It's kind of fun to watch.
Looks like he wants to take a fourth already. It's a little bit wild. Double Stargate. Okay. So Stork drops double Stargate. I've seen this play work, but I've also seen it flop pretty hard. And if Jaedong throws down a Hydra Den now and starts pumping out mass Hydra, he could be in a good spot. He builds a fourth gas, though. I think we're going to see Jaedong go for a bunch of mutas, and he might get shut down. Or is he going to fly in far enough? Ooh. No, I don't think he can see that. Scourge have such bad vision range, so I don't think he sees the second Stargate.
But he could also tell by the count.
Maybe. Let's see what pops out here for Jaedong. I don't think he even has a Hydra Den, does he? It's got to be mutas.
I think it was right next to his main hatchery, but I could be wrong.
I think that's another hatch, maybe here in the wall. Yeah, there's the mutas. Plus one is done. Link's gonna get this around. Not quite on this Dark Templar. Dark Templar can now come down and see this third. There's not really much that Jaedong can do about that. That's gonna be scouted, yeah.
That's really good planning from Jaedong, knowing that the only thing that would be able to deter him is a Dark Templar. But then here comes just like 10 Corsair to completely just annihilate that Overlord. But that exposes his Corsair, and now we got the mutas and Scourge on the Corsair's tail. The fourth get denied, and only 2 Corsairs getting knocked out, so those mutas, no way they can contest.
Yeah, not having Overlord speed is a little bit crazy right now for Jaedong. He's really trying to optimize his gas. Having on top of these Corsairs now, trying to take this fight by spreading out the mutas. He's got the +1 armor. They actually trade reasonably well, but I think this overall is a win for Stork, clearing out a lot of this. Wow, how is he actually winning this fight right now?
Spreading those mutas, that's super important.
Oh my gosh, he's actually going to kill them all? That's unreal.
I'm shocked. Yeah,
so
that
many
never
Corsairs.
Works for me.
No, that never works.
Yeah. Okay, so Jaedong just being Jaedong, doing Jaedong things. Pretty standard.
Yeah. What do you mean? You can't play like Jaedong, Herman? What do you mean?
Yeah, you know, I've tried. It usually fails every time.
Yeah. And so, coming into this third base now, actually, that's a lot of mutas. I mean, he wasn't able to fight the mutas before. How can he fight them now when he's probably got only about 2? This base is going to be taken out easily. There's 2 cannons here. And Scourge are already ready. High Templar might have Storm. Oh, it's not even halfway done. All right. Well, he's probably going to lose that Nexus. No. We'll turn around and head back home because of these Zealots making their way to the front. Zealots still don't have speed here at 10 minutes, by the way. That's kind of wild.
That's the power of double Stargate.
Yeah,
and a fast third.
Double Stargate, fast third. Jaedong. He could have easily lost this game had the Corsairs wiped out all of those mutas as we were expecting them to. But now he's got so much map control. He's got so much just control in this game. It's hard to see Stork actually pulling something together and defeating this fourth. He's going to have to go late or, you know, just go for one massive attack and hope that he can bowl over Jaedong before he really gets his macro rolling, because he's going to make a big wave of drones here, no doubt. Like, he's going to make another 10 drones, most likely, get up to 55, so that he can really utilize this fourth base with extra hatcheries. And once that's fully online and lurkers are out and everything, if Stork's not out of his base at the very least, he's going to lock down a contain on his front that just is unbreakable.
Oh my huge storm.
Oh no. That was a nasty storm. And so, you know, maybe Stork can get out here. Already Hydra's coming across, but we don't have lurkers out in the front just yet, and so this is not that scary.
Yeah, I felt like Stork was in a great spot. He was able to deny the fourth, and then just throwing away those Corsairs, he should have just ran home. I mean, obvious, after the engagement happened and seeing the results, it's obvious for us, but in the heat of the moment, he probably thought that was the right decision. But yeah, Jaedong just kind of recovering, and now it's looking like it's back into Jaedong's favor. Dragoon's now popping out, and I don't know, Stork he can't be bleeding units right now. He needs to save. No way.
Oh, wow. Unpowered the gates and cannons here at the front. Are you kidding me? This upgrade not going to finish? That's wild.
That hurts.
Yeah, now he's placing the cannon. It's going to block the Dragoons from coming forward, by the way.
Oh, that's a good point. Oh, man. Just kind of flubbing right now.
Yeah, he's really having a hard time. Putting down a bunch of extra pylons. He's not actually supply blocked just yet, but he's really getting his macro underway, and he needs to break out of this before lurkers are fully established here at the front. That's a necessity.
Oh man, those Dragoons just getting in the way.
Killing this gateway actually helps. That actually helps Stork. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Jaedong.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, it's like one of those things where it's like, yeah, like you feel like you should kill it, but honestly, like it's helping you by leaving that gateway there.
Well, I still don't see lurkers. I'm kind of surprised. We have we have the fourth gas coming up and no lurkers. Okay, there they are. Finally gonna make those and set up this containment.
Yeah, usually when you go heavy muta commitment like Jaedong did, the lurkers are just a little farther back. You just have to really rely on your mass Hydra muta combination. But yeah, getting that fourth gas, he's in a good spot to where he can just transition.
Well, there's no cannons or anything up on high ground here, so Jaedong can set up this containment really close to the natural. Dragoons, however, will be able to start hitting this, and storms are going to prevent the Hydras from running forward and taking good trades with these Dragoons. Still, he's wasting a lot of these storms before the full-on engagement. There's still a lot of lurkers back here. A lot of Hydras as well. This is going to be really tough to break out of, and especially if he loses some observers. He's going to be in a lot of trouble.
Looking really good with this contain, just like bobbing and weaving the storms, just taking only a few Hydras and just trying to evade as many storms out as possible. Right, for example, right there, 3 just going down. Ooh. Okay, the big push coming out from Stork now. Zealots getting into the fray. Dragoon's able to do some decent work, but the lurkers just not getting focus fired, and that's really the true threat to Stork right now. And I think he's out of storms, and it's all Dragoon versus Hydra lurker, and I think Jaedong did it.
Yeah, Jaedong gonna hang on. And that's just about it. 15 minutes in, we're getting low on money. They just dry up so much quicker on this map than any other. And he's even going to push right in on top of the gateways, it looks like, here, Urbmon. I can't believe he's able to break this deep into Stork's base. He's just macroing like an absolute beast. Finally, Stork sends the Corsairs across the map. I thought he would have sent those out way earlier to start to create some sort of, you know, chaos out on the map while this push was happening, but he didn't. And Stork is forced to tap out. Jaedong definitely getting the better of him in this series so far. Up now 3-1.
Yeah, and it sucks to see Stork was in such a dominant position, but just losing all those Corsairs was pretty much where the game took a turn for him. And it's just unfortunate. It's just one simple mistake in this high-level gameplay can be your downfall.
Yeah, so many players display like great micro with the Corsairs, you know, able to do things like flick shotting and killing off Scourge as they run away, but we didn't really see any of that from Stork. It's very simple when the mutas are trying to spread out. You can just pull back all the Corsairs in one group. You don't really lose a lot of DPS, and then the mutas have to group up to chase you, and then you can get a much better angle on them. But he wasn't really doing that. He just assumed that they would win, it seems like. And so he just kind of, let it fight and ended up losing.
Yeah, it was like, I could sense that, like, since Stork went double Stargate, when he saw that Jaedong was trying to engage with mutas, there was like this slight hesitation where he's like, oh, wait, you want this smoke? And then like, it was like, okay, I guess I'll fight because I'm going to win this. And then like halfway through, he was like, oh no, I'm losing.
Yeah, how am I losing this? Yeah.
So like, I could sense like a weird hesitation during that engagement. But yeah, all he had to do was just pull back. But I feel like he was just thinking, he's like, I'm double Stargate. I've been doing nothing but Corsair production. Like, I'm going to eviscerate these mutas. And
yeah, the mutas are never going to fully engage me. I'm just going to run around fighting Scourge mostly. You know, maybe if there's like a big surround and Scourge hit, then maybe I could lose. But he was not expecting him to just chase with mutas and fight.
Yeah.
For good reason. That shouldn't really happen. We're jumping into our next game. Pantheon for map number 5. Here it is. Jaedong down in the bottom left. Stork in the top left. Vertical spawns. For what could be the last game of the night. Jaedong, he's on match point. Stork struggling from behind.
I believe in Stork. I think he's got this game.
Well, he's gonna have to pull out some strong tactics. You can't be just relying on, you know, taking out Jaedong in a macro game. It seems he's kind of outclassed in that regard.
Well, I mean, the game on Minstrel was a macro game.
No, you got a point. I mean, just it was a macro game, but he got in there with DTs and he did some, you know, sneaky stuff, some tactical damage. He needs to get damage onto Jaedong if he wants to win in a macro game. He can't just, you know, sit back and macro hard and overwhelm, I don't think.
Basically, you can't give Jaedong space.
Yes.
You need to force him to build certain things and just make him play your game. You can't play his game.
Well, Jaedong's going to get this hatchery up. Already allowed to play his game here at the beginning of the of this one. This time a gateway from Stork. He's going to mix it up. Kind of what I was saying before, though, is that going for a gateway first, I don't think that's Stork's strong suit. He's not going to be as adept with this early game micro, I think, as Jaedong. We'll see if I'm wrong, though. I could be proven incorrect. If Stork gets in here and gets a couple of drone kills, it would give him a very good lead.
That's a really fast forge.
Oh my gosh, is he gonna cannon rush this while building zealots? Oh man, this is
This
some
is a really
nasty
strong
cheese.
play.
Tell us a bit about
This
this
is-
cheese.
So he's delaying his natural expansion. So since he went Gateway Expo, he's getting that extra zealot out.
2 drones trapped.
And he's oh no, he got the drone strap. That's even worse. So now Jaedong's gonna have to pull even more drones to help fight this.
Oh my
So,
goodness. Oh
This
no.
is pure aggression from Stork. Like if he loses this aggression, then it's game. So Jaedong's going to do whatever he can to try to survive. 2 sunken colonies going down, but a second cannon going as a second zealot almost at the naturals. Zerglings are out, canceling the sunken or creep colony. Hopefully he's able to kill off 1 cannon, but Stork, okay. No, I think Jaedong did it. He was able to overwhelm, and now. Yep, Stork just leaves the game.
Damn. The
Yep.
cannons weren't behind that. I mean, it was a sneaky play to trap the drones back there, but not having the cannons warping in behind the mineral line where they're a bit more easy to defend. Like, if he had been
Yeah.
able to warp those cannons in the back and then tuck the zealots in the holes where the lings can slip through, then you can
Yeah.
have a really strong defense. But without the cannon behind the mineral line, the zealots are just trying to defend against overwhelming numbers of lings in a bad spot. It's not going to work. And so
Yeah, I think it was a game of surface area.
I think you're right there. Not
Yeah.
enough, not a very good position. Too much surface area for the lings to start hitting. And yeah, shut down in this final game. He tried it. I wanted to see a little bit of a longer game out of these two here for the last one, but Stork thought he could make it work. Gateway into Cannon Rush is pretty all in though. If you don't get any damage, it's just over.
Yeah. Yeah, that's I mean, Stork throwing out a double, a proxy double gate game 1, and then ending the series with a cannon rush or gateway, then 2 cannon rush. It seems like Stork does not want to play against Jaedong in ASL, and if they do see each other in the brackets, I think we might be seeing kind of a mirror of this series, because it seems like Stork needs to put on the aggression. He needs to do something to hurt Jaedong. And if Jaedong is able to get the macro game out, he's just going to get those W's.
Vegeta
So
Pride called it from the beginning, 4-1. He really did, actually. He kind
Yeah.
of waffled a little bit. He said 4-2 afterwards,
Okay.
but 4-1. I remember. Nice call there. Jaedong is going to be victorious. He takes home that $500 prize. And
Oh, really?
the pride of taking out Stork, his longtime nemesis, longtime enemy. These guys have been going back and forth since 2007. And it seems like Jaedong is superior here in 2025. I thought that we were going to see a closer series, really. Stork has been showing some great games, but
yeah,
that was pretty wild. Going for just a lot of cheese this series.
yeah, I'm looking at the. Oh no! So in the ASL Group E, it's 0 Jaedong, Stork, and Eski.
Uh-oh.
So Stork's gonna play Jaedong again.
I wonder if we're going to see some cheese in that series.
It's a best of 1, right?
That's going to be a best of 1, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
Are they
very likely.
are they going to fight first? Let me see.
Yes. Wait, no, hold on. No, Yeah, they're matched against each other. Jaedong versus Stork.
Wow.
That's match 2.
I should have looked that up before. It's on Eclipse as well. That should be an interesting fight. April 1st. April Fool's Day.
Yeah.
We're going to get Jaedong versus Stork in the ASL. That's funny that they're actually matched in Group E.
Yeah, I know,
Oh
right?
my goodness.
That's why I had to check. I was like, wait, hold on a second. Like, there's a very high chance that they could actually be playing against each other. Sure enough, I was right. Oh man, that's great. But no, I'm excited for ASL, man. It's ooh, I tell everyone who doesn't watch StarCraft, I'm like, this is like the Super Bowl for StarCraft. This is where the live action happens. The top tier, the highest level of meta, the best, sharpest mechanics. Ooh, can't wait.
Yeah, this is where legends are made.
And Sulky, man, he's making his mark. He's made his mark and left it. He's God, it's just like his 3rd time winning.
Yeah, he's won 3 already.
Yeah, so is anyone going to be able to dethrone him? Flash didn't. No, he didn't even sign up, right?
No, he's got a wrist surgery coming up, so he's gonna take some time off. Wait on that.
Excuses. He's just
Scared?
he's intimidated by Sulky. Yeah, he's like, oh man, I can't beat him. Yeah, my wrist hurts. Oh man, shucks, guys,
My
I can't
wrist.
participate.
Ow.
Yeah. Once he finds a weakness in Sulky's plays, when he's gonna be like, oh yeah, now it's fine. Yep, that surgery worked. BBS is Sulky every game.
Oh man, that would be an amazing series to get Flash in. Flash versus Sulky
Yeah.
in an ASL finals. My goodness.
I don't think I'd be able to handle it, man. I'd be too excited.
Yeah, I don't think you'd be able to buy a ticket to the
Oh,
live
oh my
thing.
God, that's a good
Holy.
point. Yeah. Yeah, that would be a packed crowd. That'd be good for the scene.
Yeah, it would be very good for the scene. It would be great for all the live streams, and viewership all around would be insanely high, but I think viewership should be pretty good for this Light versus Sulky match, guys. That's coming up tomorrow. Same time, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then we're going to be going into the ASL live stream. That's going to be 7 p.m. KST on the 24th Korean Standard Time. So whatever time that is for you guys, probably pretty late, I imagine, for you, right, Erdman?
Yeah, wait, hold on.
Was that 3 a.m., 4 a.m.?
23. Yeah. It's around like 3, 4, but they don't really get started until like 5. So
Can catch the
because
end if
they
you wake
usually
up
have
early enough, I guess.
exactly. I'm just gonna be watching the VODs.
Fair enough. The VODs
Yeah.
for my cast with Shun are going to be available on the SOOP channel, or you can watch them on Starcast TV. And they'll be up immediately afterwards. Starcast Cruiser's going to be putting them up on his YouTube channel, so you guys can check that out. Thank you for joining in. I guess we could talk a little bit longer here. We've got to put in a little bit of a anti-spoiler so that people don't know that Jaedong
Who
won
won?
right off the bat. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he had a pretty good lead there, so if the VOD just ends within the next couple of minutes, it's going to be pretty clear that Jaedong was the victor.
Good point. Yeah, now that I think of it, every like ASL cast or something, it ends at, I think it's like 4 hours. And I think it's to be able to make sure that people can't just spoil it by looking at it.
That makes
It
sense.
makes you wonder, like, oh, did it go all the way? And you're like, oh no, 4-0 sweep.
Yeah, we won't put too long of a anti-spoiler here, but we want to leave some ambiguity as to who won or how many games it actually went to.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Eddie Slide in the chat said Jin Jin translated a few videos of Flash in Pro League recently. Very funny. I think I might have seen those actually. I think
Yeah,
I might
those
have
Pro
seen.
League translations are pretty great.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
he's
how I learned that. What?
go ahead, go ahead.
I was gonna say that's how I learned that shuttle's pretty BM.
Yeah, he's pretty BM and he gets BM'd pretty hard too.
Yeah,
He gives it
no.
and he takes it. Yeah, some of the there was like that one video that Jin Jin made where he was just getting dunked on by all the different streamers. They're spinning the wheel to see who gets to play at the final game of Pro League. Who's gonna play the ace match? And then it's shuttle. Everyone
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Everyone
how
turns off their webcams.
yeah heads in hands. Everyone's slumped
Uh,
over. You know,
no one's
so
ready.
funny. Yeah, and he somehow gets a lead in the early game, but ends up losing in the end anyway, and everyone's so disappointed.
Mhm. As it
Yeah.
should be. The ASL one winner just completely getting smacked up on online tournaments today.
But somehow always make it into the ASL and usually into the round of
Yeah,
16 as well, which is crazy. But
yeah,
yeah, he is great.
it's
He is great for the scene, right? He
yeah,
actually makes the group selection stage kind of worth watching.
man.
Pretty funny.
Have you do you know Terror the Zerg?
Mm. Um,
No,
Terror. He's a Korean Zerg, right? There's a Terran Peruvian player, I think, right?
no. I'm talking about the Korean Zerg.
Korean Zerg.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think I can remember his face. He's a very big streamer, right?
yeah. He is the personality, man. So before like all the big names came back, and we were doing Spanu Star League SSL.
Mm-hmm.
He made it to a group ceremony, uh, group pick ceremony, and the guy came out in a fishnet shirt, getting walked
Fishnet.
by his dog. Like he's got a collar on with a leash, and his wife is walking him down to like the this selection stage.
What?
And yeah, he has like a little doggy bone in his mouth, and he's walking on all fours. It was like it was the wildest thing ever, man.
Wait, what?
Yeah, yeah. I'll have to find the video for you. But
Oh
yeah,
my goodness.
talk about personalities. Terror the Zerg. Oh my god, bro, the guy is just something else. He will not give you the Korean response like, "Oh, I hope everyone enjoys the games. I hope my opponent has a good time." Like, no, he's out there being loud, you know.
That's probably
uh,
why he has so many viewers in his stream, man.
oh, 100%, 100%. You know how many he's been kicked off of um Africa and stuff like that a few times, and then gets put back on. He's a controversial dude, but super funny.
That's great.
Yeah,
Love to see it.
yeah.
Yeah, I wish that we had Larva in there as well. That guy's
Yeah,
so much fun to
yeah.
watch.
What happened? Like, is he just taking a break? Is he just like doing other things now? Like, I seen that he was playing in some sort of like tournaments or show matches recently.
Yeah, he's been playing a little bit on the ladder too. Um,
Okay.
I think he started out as a big streamer and he eventually won the ASL, like training and getting ready and making it into the ASL.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then as soon as he won, he was like, "Well, we close that chapter now." he's not really a he's not really a StarCraft guy, right? He's more of a streamer guy, I think. So
Yeah, I mean, he after he won his like ASL, he basically got fat, uh starred in like rap videos.
really,
Yeah, and kind of like took a different direction with his stream, but yeah, like recently he's been kind of coming back, so it's really cool to see.
That is
And dude,
funny.
that guy's hilarious. Have you ever seen the videos of him playing with his giant keyboard?
Yeah, I have seen
Oh,
that. And he's got like his wife there, clicking the control key or whatever. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, those are funny.
Dude,
He's
so
using his foot and stuff like that for the control.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. What a god.
What a guy. Yeah, he is
Uh,
a character and wearing aviators to the
yeah,
ASL.
looking
Yeah,
cool.
looking cool as hell.
Doesn't Larva have young kids or something from Eddie Slide? Yeah, no, he's got kids. He's got a wife, kids. Most pros are actually pretty successful at having kids, from what I hear.
A
I
lot
think
of them
all of
do.
them are married, and besides Jaedong, I don't think Jaedong has a significant other.
I'm not sure, but definitely Sulky I don't think does either. I haven't seen
Yeah,
any yet anyway.
well, you need a house to be able to, get a girl, and dude, that guy's had so many issues trying
Right.
to trying to get a home. He got like robbed or swindled out of his last investment.
Really?
Hence, yeah, that's why
Needs money.
his tag, I need money. Yeah, because he got like bamboozled out of like thousands of dollars.
Yeah, I heard that he got tricked, but I didn't know it was about an apartment.
Yep. So like I don't know how it is in Japan, but from what I hear with Koreans, it's like really really hard to get like an apartment.
Hmm.
So like you need, like usually it's like first and last month's like rent to be able to move in. Like apparently you need to pay for like majority of like your entire time there up front.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know here in Japan you need to pay for uh like 2 months rent, basically first and last months, yeah, and then like next month's rent up front, and then you move into the apartment and there's nothing, like no fridge or
Oh no way.
yeah, there's like no what's it called, washing machine, you know not even light fixtures. They don't even have light fixtures, so it's just like,
What?
yeah, just open light sockets on the roof. You have to go and
Oh,
buy
that's
light
crazy.
fixtures. So yeah, it's quite an investment to get into an apartment, and
Mm-hmm.
um, if you got swindled, that's sad. That's unfortunate. I thought
Mm-hmm.
it was like a Bitcoin thing or something, or like a like cryptocurrency or something. You got swindled on.
No, that was Bisu and Flash who
Yeah,
got
yeah.
caught up with that.
But there are a lot of different crypto scams out there, man. It's not just that one.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And I hear that Korea is kind of fraught with that stuff.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Get get
Yeah.
rich quick. It's tempting.
Yeah. You just gotta sell your soul.
Well, I think that's long enough for an anti-spoiler. Um, we can leave it here. Uh, Erdman, I'm looking forward to meeting you in person, man. It's gonna be fun. Thank you for
Oh
jumping on the
yeah.
stream.
Anytime, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we'll get you on again sometime. Maybe we'll set a gem goal again for next month, and we'll have you come back. If we reach the
Hey.
gem goal, that's always a good uh, motivator for people to contribute to the stream. Thanks everybody for showing up for the live stream here. Hopefully my voice is going to be fine. It actually feels pretty good right now. Not too bad. Hopefully it'll be all good. I'm going to take a nice long rest today, and then tomorrow I'm going to go hard with Light and Soul Key and that first ever ASL cast, Shun and I. Gopher man. Thanks for jumping in the chat, man. I haven't seen you here before, but glad you made an account. Got to stop by here right at the end of the cast. Thanks everybody who joined in, and shout out to everybody on YouTube, everybody on Patreon as well. Thanks guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one.